I know there are times in your STEM career that you feel stuck, like gridlock stuck. Like you don't know where to go next. You don't know how to ask for that promotion. You don't know how to apply for that next degree. You don't know what to do to get unstuck in your STEM career. And the beauty is that knowing that you're stuck is actually a great thing. So if you know that you're stuck, that's awesome because you can do something with it. And in this episode, that's exactly what I want to walk you through. 3 reasons why you're stuck and how can you actually get out of this. So let's get started. Hi there, this is Prasha Dutra, and I'm passionate about helping you unlock your true potential in your science, technology, engineering, and mathematics career and beyond. Less than a decade ago, I moved to the US from India to live my American dream. I took my engineering career to the next level by starting my own consulting and coaching company while thriving at my 9-to-5 job. Money, time management, career planning, and personal growth are all things we'll discuss here. From expert guests and their stories to my own lessons, this show is an ongoing masterclass in how to believe in your brilliance and conquer your STEM career with confidence. Get a pen and paper and get ready for an education you wish you had in school. This is Her STEM Story, the podcast. So there can be many reasons why we can feel stuck at a certain point in our life. And also there will always be times where we will find ourselves stuck. There are a few reasons why that happens. Number one, we are evolving creatures. So we're constantly evolving, becoming, and growing. So when we are in the same spot for longer and we outgrow that particular situation, opportunity, we obviously feel like stuck. We obviously feel that it's not a good fit. We obviously crave for bigger, better challenges because that's who we are at the very core of our species and our existence and even our consciousness. So we are evolving creatures, and when we outgrow situations, things, people, locations, we really are driven to get out of them, find creative ways to get out of them. And a lot of times we may not see the answer right in front of us, but we definitely continue to make efforts to figure it out. When we're talking about STEM professions, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, which are predominantly male dominated, we definitely see this happen more and more where women feel stuck. Minorities feel stuck because the ecosystem was developed by majorities that don't have the same struggles, that don't have the same growth pattern, that don't have the same needs, wants, asks like the people that created that system. And I think this is something we're seeing across the world. This world was not created by minorities. These rules are not created by minorities. So now minorities are speaking up, taking charge, and creating the change that will include them as we grow together as a world. And on the same note, the first thing to do in your STEM career is to know, why are you stuck? Why are you feeling stuck? So number one, obviously, you should be aware that you are stuck. You should be aware of your anxiety. You should be aware of your fears. You should be aware of your doubts, because brushing them off is not helping you. So I think the number one thing to do is to really hone in, think about it, focus on it, like understand the feeling that you're feeling and validate it, that it's a valid feeling. If you feel stuck, anxious, worried, lost, not confident in your careers and in your life in general, it's very important to validate whatever you're feeling and say, yes, I feel like this, and just even accepting it is going to be the step one. to creating a change to changing it. A lot of times we skip this step of acceptance and just want to fix it quickly. And that's what happens when you do quick fixes. They don't last. So today's episode, I really want to talk to you about the 3 things that are making you feel stuck in your STEM career and journey. And there are many, many things, not just 3, but these are the top 3 things that are really holding you back, that are really holding your ambitions back, that are holding your career back, that are holding your happiness back. I want to make it clear, I do not promote over ambition. I don't promote hustle in terms of, oh, you should have these 8 million things going on. I don't promote that you should give up happiness and just go after money or leave money and go to the mountain. I really talk about creating a life that you're proud of, creating a life that has everything that you want, not compromising on your joy, and really, really bringing it all together and living a full life, a life that you're proud of, a life that does not feel just like one life, but it feels like you're leaving behind some sort of a legacy for your family and for people that will be there after you, and creating something that you are proud of, not for anyone else, but for yourself. So her STEM story has a lot of different definitions of success. So I definitely want you to go check that out, because success can mean so many things. So I wanted to clarify that. So let's move on and talk about the 3 things that are making you feel stuck. Number 1, you are just too comfortable. Yes, it's something you've read online. I think you have seen it on different platforms in different quotes. And I really want you to feel this. What does it mean to be too comfortable where you are? Comfortable in the amount of money you're making, comfortable in the position you're in, because there is no risk. You know that you know everything. You feel that high that I'm really good at this, and it's hard to let go of it. It's hard to think about stepping out of your comfort zone. It's hard to think about growing into something different. It's hard to think about making mistakes again, because when you learn new things, you're going to make mistakes. So you are too comfortable wherever you are. So one of the things you can do is write down 10 things about your current situation that you think are super comfortable, that really are making you feel safe wherever you are. So 10 things. The examples can be, I love the location, or I'm too comfortable in the position I am in. I'm too comfortable in the problems I solve. I'm too comfortable in the money I get, and I'm afraid to ask for more money. And so usually discomfort is what we associate fear with. And that's why whatever the opposite of that comfort is, probably that's your fear. That is sort of masking itself in discomfort, right? And so think about those things, write them down, look at them in the eye, because you're being too comfortable to grow. So your mind is growing, in your heart you want to grow, because again, we want to grow. We are humans, we're that species. But you're holding yourself back constantly because you're too comfortable, and that makes you feel stuck in the long run. Number 2, you're not going to like when I say this, but you are afraid of success. I see this all the time. I work with clients one-on-one. I work with them in group settings. I mentor women online. I have volunteers. I have people that work with me. I coach my siblings and, people that I know. And I know for a fact that so many of us are so afraid to succeed, because the definition of success has been so constant, and media has done such a bad job in some ways, in traditional media, where they have shown us the success means you have to give up on the loved ones. Success means your life is going to be a big problem. Success means that you're going to be alone at the top. How many of you have heard that? So success has been sold to us in a very bad package by mainstream media, and we should recognize that makes us afraid of success. And truly, whenever we are thinking about this success piece, we're just constantly chasing what the world thinks is success, and we constantly chase these traditional definitions of being successful, and then that's where we feel feel afraid to chase that, because that may not be what we really, really want. How many of you, if you're listening, tuning in from India, grew up in India like me, how many of you went to engineering schools only because the world told you so and you did not want to go there? Even when you were there, you knew that you shouldn't be here, but you did it anyways for your family, for the society. So success is not constant and the same for everyone. This is a huge thing that holds us back, is we are trying to chase a success that is not ours, and that's why we're afraid to be successful, and that makes us feel stuck. So what can you do now? I want you to write down 10 words that come to mind when you think about success, and look at those words, because a lot of times those are the things that are holding you back. Think about what are the 10 negative things you think about success, and write them down too, whether it's, anger, loneliness, frustration, depression, too many things to do, too much, no peace, no calm, no time. Write these things down and really come to terms that I am afraid of success because I've never defined it for my own self. And start defining success for yourself. Number 3, that brings us to number 3. You're trying to do it all by yourself. You're trying to do it all by yourself with no help from anyone, because that's what you've been told. You shouldn't ask for help. You need to become that one person. Again, the media, the parents, the society has taught us what is it called? Self-made millionaires, self-made billionaires, self-made personalities. And even though, of course, 80% of our success is our determination, our resolution, our clarity, our efforts, there's so much more to success that we can't do alone. We are communal creatures. We live with other people. We are a society for that very reason, is because we can't do things alone. No matter what you do, even if you decide to hike on your own through the Appalachian Mountains, you decide to climb the Mount Everest by yourself, there are many, many, many people that make it possible for you to even get to Nepal. So if you're going to go from America to Nepal to climb the Mount Everest by yourself, you're still going to be assisted by hundreds of people in the way. How so? Because the minute you think about this thing, you live in a society where so many people have already thought about all your needs and wants and asks. So that means when you think about going to Nepal, Google has already figured out that you would want to get answers to all your questions. So you'll Google it. That means entire team at Google is helping you get to Nepal. Then you will look up a plane ticket. That means the entire airline industry is going to go crazy to get your attention and for you to get that ticket and for them to make your journey as simple as possible. Not only that, they're going to help you make the cheapest flight, take the cheapest flight. Those people work day and night. There's so many people that work in those industries. The plane that you will board was built in many, many parts of the world. Many, many factories come together to build a plane. It would probably have a wire that was made by my company. It would probably have chairs and seats that were made somewhere else in the world. It'll probably have the food that was cooked somewhere else. It'll have so many things and so many people that are going to make that journey possible. Even when you get to Nepal, there's going to be someone who's going to pick you up at the airport, someone who's going to help you get to the mountain, someone who's going to help you with the food, someone who would have the phone. I can't even tell you how complex our life is and how we're just absolutely dependent on people for everything that we do. So why not use this big resource to our best possible advantage? And why not consider asking for help to get unstuck in your life and your career? Why not bring in other people to help us realize, actualize, materialize our dreams and our ambitions? Why not build a life that is so fun to live, that is so joyous to live, that people tell stories of how well you lived your life, right? So it's super important to include other people, and that's where community comes in. And this has been a huge revelation for myself in the last couple of years, and I continue to build on it. I continue to harness the power of this. I always try my best to bring the community together, to show people that they don't have to do anything alone. There's always other people just waiting for you to ask for help, and to facilitate exactly that and much more, and even point 1 and 2 and 3 and so many other things that are holding you back from living this magical life that you maybe see on Instagram and LinkedIn and Facebook, where you're like, where is my dream life? And I really want to untap my true potential. And where do I get started? You get started by being aware, by doing the things that need to get done, to understand where you're standing, paying attention to what success means to you, paying attention to what being stuck feels like, paying attention to what comfort means to you, and then bringing in other people to help you solve this problem and many problems that you will face in your future as well. We always think that once this problem is over, everything will be fine. Once this problem is over, everything will be fine. But that's not how life works. Everything is always fine, but there's just always problems and solutions and problems and solutions. So it's always hills and valleys. And we just need to understand that it's just how life works. So we continue to push forth, continue to build resilience, and we continue to find solutions. And that's exactly why I'm hosting Wonder Women in STEM 2020 online conference, which is exclusively online for women in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. One of its kind event where it's going to be super engaged. It's going to be super fun. And I would hate for you to miss the early bird pricing, which is $99 only for 2 days, almost 18 sessions, breakout sessions, networking sessions, and hands-on workshops led by me, so 2 workshops led by me, and keynote speakers like Corey Grayson, Dr. Corey Grayson, Lorena Soriano of Every Point One Matters, Jessica Naziri of Tech Sesh Girls, Tiffany Tech, and so many more incredible people are going to be there. Over 100 people have already signed up, and I want you to join us in this phenomenal 2-day event. So get your tickets now before it's too late. Get the link in the bio, hit buy and get them. If you have any questions, send me an email at herstemstory@gmail.com, and please subscribe, rate, and review this podcast, and I will see you again next week. Thank you for listening. Bye.